The next day his ex-wife, Mary, returned and suggested that they go shopping again. Marge told her that Tommy needed his nap and she didn't want to have him be cranky all night. Mary replied that she was going to put Bobby in daycare for a few hours while they shopped. Why didn't she do the same with Tommy? Marge agreed and happily prepared Tommy for the trip. Because they looked so much alike, Marge decided to dress Tommy differently from Bobby so the two of them wouldn't get mixed up at the daycare center. Since Bobby was wearing baby blue plastic pants, Marge dressed Tommy in aqua-colored pants. The diaper bags were different enough for them to be distinguished easily, although the brand and size of disposable diapers each had selected for their sons were the same. When Marge finished dressing Tommy, they gathered together their babies and diaper bags and took them to the Tiny Tots Academy and left them there. Tommy was flabbergasted by his mama's actions. He didn't think she would ever let anyone else take care of him. The daycare workers were surprised at how much he and Bobby looked alike. Marge told them they were cousins. During the night he had regressed until he had reached the end of the process. He was 9 months old and looked like his son's twin brother. When the worker carried Thomas out of sight of his mother, he whimpered in separation anxiety. The attendants put them down in adjacent cribs for their naps. Tommy was awoken later from his nap by Bobby crying. He recognized the sound as the one Bobby made when he was wet. He tried to get the worker's attention by waving his arms and was finally reduced to crying himself. He pointed to his diaper in an attempt to show the worker what was wrong with Bobby. Instead of checking Bobby's diaper, she took him out of the crib, put him on a changing table and took off his diaper. Another worker rushed up and picked up Bobby and put him beside Tommy on the changing table. While they were being re-diapered, another baby pulled a full tumbler of water off a counter down on his head and began to scream. The edge of the heavy glass tumbler cut the baby's scalp and blood flowed in profusion. The daycare worker panicked at the sight of so much blood and screamed herself for help. Suddenly the nursery was in pandemonium. The other babies added to the din by wailing and screeching at the top of their lungs in alarm at the commotion, while the daycare's attendants hastily put down what they were doing and rushed to the assistance of their co-worker.